Johnson, if you ask me. I have been privileged and honored to be able to put my name on the ballot for presidency. Anybody can do it. If you like Barbara or Bill down at the local hardware, you should spread the word. You should set up meetings where people can come and meet Barbara or Bill or whoever and hear what they're saying. Like myself, I understand right from wrong. You know? I understand principles. I know right from wrong. I don't just understand it. I know what's right and what's wrong. And I think that's important because I don't know if it's money or maybe that was the job. Just to do what you're told and you'll get a lot of money. So people, they play the game. I don't know. I don't know what the game is. I'm just saying. I actually put my name on the presidency ballot one year. And this could have sparked all this other drama, amongst other things. Because people love me. I get a lot of attention. I feel, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, that there needs to be a change in antics. I'm not into politics. I don't think there needs to be two parties. I don't think anyone needs absolute power. I don't think anyone needs to feel like they have absolute power because we're representing nations of people. I don't think anyone needs to be isolated or alienated except they are troublesome. No, really. Not so much as a group, but each individual. And if they're mobbing, they're ganging up, then yeah, they could care of them accordingly. But there needs to be a change, and I feel that somebody sees that, a group of people, and they actually have the power to say, we're going to do something different this coming period of time. We need a switch up because what we're doing is cool, but need a fresh update, download, whatever you want to call it, upload, download. So I have a feeling me putting my name on the ballot struck a bunch of people like, how dare she? You can put anybody's name on there, honestly. You don't have to go with just the people that have the funding to put themselves out there. There are a lot of great leaders outside and inside, outside, in the world, in politics. There's a lot of people on the inside, in politics, in homes, however you want to see it. But knowing right from wrong and being able to do that despite the pressure. I mean, people have really, and see, I grew up this way. People have really put it on thick how people think, just even on jobs. It's like everybody does what everybody does. No one thinks for themselves. And some of this stuff can affect the group. It can affect the group. But they still do what everyone else is doing as if it's effortlessly the only option. Like they can't say, oh, no thank you. Or keep my head down, I don't want to be a part of that. No, they roll right into stuff that's pretty much immoral and almost illegal. A few more steps and yeah, somebody will get reported. So it's amazing how easily people are persuaded, even at 51, 53, 55. No, I'm not knocking it because everybody has their own background and their own reasoning for being easily led in a group. But I'm one that likes to think for myself, but I'm very much so feeling the actions of others and the reason why they do that. And I think that's important. You know, sometimes people do things and you be like, really that, really? But then when you think about it, if you know their background and their history, you would literally go, but that's dangerous, sir, man. You really need some medications. and some therapy. You can't go around doing that kind of stuff, right? So, yeah, we really have to take into account that people are different. We have different experiences, absolutely, and we need to act accordingly and be respectful to those that have had whatever their experience is. But that doesn't excuse them from finding solutions to their problems without hurting, harming, or inconveniencing others. Things happen. I have on two shirts. I was trying to fix it before I got on, um, just because of the weather. So I'll just leave it alone. But yeah, I think the powers that be, that we all know are in the background, that people ignore and act like it's just the people we see every day. No, there's a background group here, legal or illegal. They're pretty much the ones that want to rule the world, and they think they do, and that's fine. So until there's a change, I believe they want to change some things, and they pick you or me, somebody. Yeah. So stay tuned in my story. And her little troll says, "Don't you stay within the coloring lines? Everybody, cool. You start deviating and thinking for yourself and all that. Now, oh no, you don't get the story. God writes the story." And it's like, well, that's the story God gave me. Go write your own. Stay out of mine. You ain't even got to report what my story is. Go report your own. You're so talented. Go paint your own picture. So, with that said, make your own decisions. Yes, there's always two or three people, homecoming, neighborhood precincts. Some of these places have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candidates. But generally, it kind of always somehow boils down to two. So we're encouraging you guys to think for yourself this season, maybe going forward, and realize there's a world full of great people outside that do some great things. They don't want to be bought. They don't want to be taught, in the sense that sometimes people will put you through school or pay for things just so they'll tell you what to do later. And maybe you don't see that at first. But later, when you're like, "Oh, I'm free," no, remember that time I paid for your education, and gave you all those grants and loans? Well, I feel like that came out of my pocket. So what we're gonna do is feed you some nonsense, and you have to put it out there, or we can just make it stop working. You don't want to be homeless. Okay, so do what was said. Then you gotta refresh yourself. Wait a minute, what did I? And you start reading those documents that are illegal, that you really should not follow, but you feel you have to. And you start going, "Oh man, boy, I wasn't even thinking about that part. I don't want to really." And they're like, "Well, I mean, you have a choice. I mean, you can remember that we helped you and we got you all this stuff. I mean, we can take it back. I mean, it won't be nothing for us to take all these gifts and things back that we've given you. But just keep in mind, it's probably going to leave you outdoors. It's probably going to leave you outdoors. Yeah. Yeah. No car, no job. Okay, so just remember that." And so they'll think and go, "Well, I guess I better start shooting off these insults and innuendos because, hey, life is hard outside." Oh, yeah. So they start practicing. But this is a season and time where people need to have that integrity. People need to stand up for what's right. People need to not be afraid of those that feel like, "We're going to hurt you because you don't speak and think and do like us." God has brought an appointed time with an appointed situation to the front where there's no need to fear being righteous. That is the new thing. We won't even call it politics. This is really an advancement of humanity. Okay? There's no pay to play. It's simply learn how to play together. Okay? Money, no money. Learn how to get along. And no one's benefiting more than anybody else. Everybody needs to benefit. So with all that said, I'd like to thank you for joining me. There's a lot more to say, but we're tired. So may the Lord bless and keep you. May his light shine upon you. And until next time, let your light shine.